So I'm really glad, Mrs. Briggs, that your urine infection has cleared up and that you're feeling better. That's really good news. I just wondered while I'm here whether I could have a discussion with you about your health in general.
Yeah, of course.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel about your health at the moment and how things are?
It's not good, is it? Gets me down at times, really.
Okay.
I just get a bit low, really.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
I suppose it's called getting old, isn't it?
I know you've been in hospital about 4 times in the last year.
Fed up with flipping hospital. I really am.
Okay. If it's all right, I'd like to sort of talk about your health and the future. Is that something that you'd want to do?
If I got one.
Would you say that you're somebody that likes to take each day as it comes, or somebody who likes to plan ahead?
Well, I used to just take things as they came, but I know you have to think of the future, you have to think of your children, your grandchildren, Okay. It doesn't cheer me up none to think I won't have it,
So I'm really sorry about how you're feeling and how your health's been. I thought maybe if we talked about it, we could try and explore what things might happen and how we could sort of deal with them in the best way that you would like, to sort of give you a bit of control over what might happen.
Yeah.
Would you like to know, first of all, is there anything you're worried about in terms of the future? Is there anything that's worrying you?
Well, I don't want to end up in hospital. I really don't. You hear all these horrible stories, people just laying there, want to go to the toilet and nobody comes, and I don't want to go through all that, it's horrible. At least try and keep my dignity, really.
Okay. Right, and if we look at the hospital admission you've just had, I understand that you didn't find that a particularly pleasant experience.
I mean, like I said, you get kind of overlooked, really, I feel like I don't know, just a bit of pastry or something. I don't know. I mean, just don't feel very important. Well, I suppose I'm not really.
You are very important, definitely. And this is why I really want to focus on your health and see how we can plan ahead a bit, if that's okay with you.
Yes, that's fine.
And I know your son was hoping to be here today, but I can always talk to him for you, or I can phone him after this so that we can share the information with him.
That's a good idea. I mean, I can tell him, but it might be better coming from you, really.
So, I mean, if we look at your health over the last 12 months, I know you from before, a year and a half ago, I remember you going to the shops on the bus and getting about and going in the garden. And just because you've been in hospital so frequently recently, and because I've seen you being less mobile, especially now you're using a frame mainly to get around, or the wheelchair.
I never thought I'd end up like that. I really didn't, When you're young, you think you're going to live forever, don't you? And you realise. Anyway.
So you're at a reasonably okay level at the moment.
Yeah, but not too bad.
But looking at your history of getting more tired, getting more exhausted, feeling quite low in mood and needing the carers now 3 times a day.
I mean, they're ever so helpful, I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I know hospitals are busy, but it's not really that pleasant,
So looking at all your history, I would say that it's possible that you could be reaching the last phases of life.
Yeah, it cheers me up no end.
I'm sorry.
No, well, it's true, isn't it?
Is that something that surprises you?
No, it doesn't surprise me, I know, I mean, you'd be daft if you didn't, wouldn't you, really? And I mean, with everything that's wrong with me, you can't believe, the awful thing is you're still the same person up here inside, in your head, and everywhere else is like wearing out,
Okay. I'm really sorry to sort of be so blunt with you about this, but I also want to be honest.
No, you're not. You've got to tell me, haven't you?
And also, I wanted to say that we can't, when I say that, we can't quantify anything. I can't give you a figure or anything like that, and it would be wrong to. No. Okay.
Not really.
So doctors in general are not very good at estimating this, and it would be wrong to give you any information like that.
Nobody knows, do they?
No.
I mean, miracles happen, but I don't think I'm due for one.
But at the moment you're doing reasonably well.
Yes.
And that's why I'm sort of having this conversation with you at the moment, to sort of talk to you when you're able to make decisions, you're sound of mind, and you can tell me what you would like and what you